This is the real deal jollof rice. It doesn't get better than this in the place where it originates, where it was invented. Oh, this is a
Beautiful people, I have with me here some garlic, some spring onions, scotch bonnet pepper, dried herbs, and some ginger for now. Um, I mentioned in my chicken yassa video that most of the Senegal dishes that I saw based on McQueen's recent travel, I don't see them use ginger, and I don't know why. I still do not know why. So I also go ahead and add in some bay leaves. This dish has been inspired by the recent visit of McQueen's. I've mentioned in the chicken yassa video that his visit inspired a number of me to try a number of dishes, two that I've already done, and this is the second one. Okay, so I'm also adding in some dried pepper, my herbs. I have these dried herbs, black pepper, and some salt. I'll go ahead and grind this. And when I watched the video, they pounded this in their mortar and pestle, but as Ghanaian as I am, I have my earthenware bowl and my wooden grinder. So I'll just go ahead and grind this nicely. Now I have washed my fish nicely with some lemon infused water and made some incision in them. I'll go ahead and stuff the fish with some of the spices that I just grinded. Traditionally, Senegal Jollof is made with fish, but then I've seen other recipes that they use other protein. Okay, but we are going the traditional way, and we are going the way in which I saw in the video. Now that I'm done stuffing it, I'll set it aside and then grind some more scotch bonnet pepper and some bell pepper. Okay, and then I'll set it aside. Now there was one thing that I noticed in the video. I watched a couple of Senegal Jollof video, and I see they added some fermented fish, salted fish. I'm not sure if it's tilapia, but there was something like that. I hope I got it right. If I am right, I think I heard some people saying salted sea snail. I'm just not sure. So I have some onions, spring onions, garlic, and scotch bonnet pepper that I've chopped nicely, and I added it into the oil after frying my salted tilapia. That is what I used to get a feel of, whatever aromatic the salted fish that they add will give it. I fried this for a couple of minutes, and then I'm adding the tomato paste. Another observation was that the Senegalese jollof rice, or their tomato paste in itself is darker. Okay, that was something I just observed. I'm just mentioning. So I rinsed my tin that had the tomato paste in it, and then I added it to this. I'll fry this for a couple of minutes. You want to fry this very, very well, and then I will also add in the spices, the rest of the spices that was in the earthenware bowl. Okay, that I added more pepper, and then green bell peppers to it. This is something that was not in the video originally, but I'm adding, and that is some shrimp powder. I added about a tablespoon of that, and I fried this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, and after it is nicely fried, I'll go ahead and add in some water at this point. Yes, and I was boiling some water in my kettle, all to quicken this cooking process. So I'll just go ahead and pour my water into the stew. If I didn't introduce myself earlier, my name is Siano King. Thank you so much for watching me, and for clicking this video. I appreciate you. So I just rinsed out my earthenware bowl and then added that water as well. I'll give this a nice stir, and I will start adding in my fish, the fish that I stuffed with the spices. I will just add everything to this. Okay, so as it boils, it will cook. And then one amazing thing that I observed from that video, and that was my very first time of seeing that, is the fact that they added a number of veggies to the jollof rice. So at this point, any veggies that you want, that you like, you add to it. And most of them were cabbage. I saw cabbage and cassava. There was even cassava, some pumpkins, I think little pumpkins, but what I am adding here is some carrots, some cabbage, some bell pepper. I had some sweet potatoes, so in place of the cassava, I am adding that to this. Okay, I'm also adding in some okra because I see okra, featuring in most of the videos. So I also decided to add some okra since I had that. I'll cover this and this will cook. It will just go ahead and boil nicely. Okay, now one other thing I noticed is that the rice for which they use for Senegal jollof rice is usually parboiled, and the original video was parboiled, but I've seen other videos that were suggesting that you can microwave the rice for a couple of minutes, about 7 to 10 minutes. So that is what I did. I just placed this in my microwave for after I had washed it. I had washed it nicely until the water was clear. I placed it in my microwave for 7 minutes while I check on this. At this point, it's time for us to take out all the fish. The fish is nicely cooked, and the amazing thing is that all the veggies that I stuffed in the fish, they were all intact, because I was thinking they'll get washed during the cooking process, but they were all intact. And then you also get out all your veggies. My impression at this point is that if you have a very hungry family and you start cooking your jollof this way, because they have cassava and all of it inside, maybe at this point they can start eating before the jollof gets ready, because as at this time I had already started taking some of the sweet potatoes and matching on them and all. So I'll just go ahead, get out all the veggies, everything, and then the rice that was in my microwave for about 7 to 10 minutes, I'll just take that out and then add it to this boiling light soup kind of thing. Yeah, so I'll just add that in, stir everything together nicely, and then continue the cooking process. If the water is enough, you just continue. But I think I needed to add a little more water to the rice, and after that, I'm also adding in some more salt to taste. Yes, because this has been sort of diluted, so we needed some more salt in this. Go ahead, stir everything together, cover with my parchment paper, and then close it with a lid and let this cook. So most of the Senegal jollof rice recipes I've seen, this is the point where you'll be doing the sauce that goes with it. Okay, but honestly, I didn't have the capacity that day to do that. There's a sauce that goes with this jollof rice, yeah. So after a couple of minutes, some few minutes, about 10 minutes, I'll just go ahead and then turn this rice so that every part of it will be cooked nicely. Okay, so once I turn it, I'll just go ahead, cover again with the parchment paper, and let this cook under medium heat. Yeah, and at this point our jollof rice is ready. And it's interesting, it's delicious, because it has all the flavors from the veggies and fish, okay, in it. However, I would just say shout outs to whoever went to Senegal to bring this dish to Ghana, because I feel like Ghanaians, we have taken it to a different level. See, the way we will steam our meat and fry our meat and put that stock in that rice, my people. Oh, we have overlearned the thing. If truly it's from Senegal. If truly it's from Senegal, we have really overlearned this thing. I can't talk for my Niger people, but hey, this was good. But I feel like, yeah, Ghanaians have really taken it to another level. No offense, okay? This one is just an observation. Yeah. So, typically, as the Senegalese will do, they will arrange the veggies on top of the jollof rice. And I must say, if you ask me whether I'll try this again, yes, I've learned a tip or two with this one, but my family didn't really enjoy the veggies. I had to chew everything by myself. They would prefer me cutting the veggies and using some salad cream or, just steaming it for them. If you observed also, my jollof was a bit pale. As I mentioned, the Senegal tomato paste is a bit on the darker side, so they have a more vibrant color. And in Ghana, as I said, we've taken this to a different level. Aside the tomato paste, we added some fresh tomatoes and recently some red bell peppers. So it just takes the color to a different level. But it makes sense that they have some sauce that they eat with
In
it.
your palm a little bit until you've got a ball. That's the technique, and that way you can slide it into your mouth. Oh, wow. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Looking at the original dish, I may not have nailed this to perfection, but I think I'll pat myself on the back for attempting this. It was an absolute pleasure doing this. Thank you so much, beautiful people, for watching. Support me by subscribing. Bye.